In TEER, you can use Foundation Studio to fine-tune a large language model. Once you are in Dashboard, click on Foundation Studio. Select Fine-Tune Models option. You can create a fine-tuning job. You can start by selecting one of the pre-provided large language models. There are a bunch of text-based models as well as vision-based models. You can choose the model that is most appropriate for your needs. Once you choose a model, you can train it from the base model version, or you can also train it from a previous checkpoint. You'll also have to provide Hugging Face token if this is a gated model. The next option is selection of the prompt template. So here you can choose instruction-based template, text classification, summarizer, or question-answer template. Or you can also choose to create your own template. So prompt template defines the prompt that you can see here. This is the prompt the model will be fine-tuned on. We'll also cover the aspect of adding column names here. You can choose to select a dataset, a standard dataset from Hugging Face, or you can upload your own dataset. For example, I have a custom dataset here. I choose to upload it. If you want to look at the structure of the dataset, you can see that I have an instruction column. It's a JSON format. I have an instruction column there. I have context, response, and category. Using this information, I can edit the prompt template. In the prompt template, I need to add the column that will contain instruction. Now I can also add response, as that is the key mentioned in my JSON file. I can also choose to create a context field by adding the context key. Based on this information, a prompt template will be created. Once you have prompt configuration ready, we are ready to select hyperparameters. Depending on model, you may have just a PEFT version or full fine-tuning available. You can choose when to stop your training. It could be based on epoch or step count. There's a learning rate as well, and max context length. Most of these parameters are pre-selected for you, but you can edit it as you wish. There are also options to quantize your model, as well as advanced setting around batching and save strategy. You can also integrate with external tools like OneDB to collect the analytics of this run. In the debug options, you can also select a few records if you're just looking to test the job. In this case, because I've selected 10 records as a limit for training and evaluation, only 10 records will be processed. This is kind of useful when you're trying to test out the service. You can choose a single card or multiple cards here. Depending on the card that you select or number of cards you select, the job will be able to parallelize the operations or not. For example, if I select 2 graphic cards, for example, if I select 2 H100s here, the job will be distributed on 2 different cards. And the same goes for 4x H100. You can scale up to 8 jobs. You can preview your parameters and launch the job. Once your job is running, you can also monitor the log as well as look at the events that happen. And when a job is successful, you will be able to deploy the model that was generated through the fine-tuning job. Here you can see this fine-tuned version also has a perplexity score of 4.1. So depending on the type of model, you will also see the metrics available or suitable for that model. I can choose to download this model as well as deploy it to an inference. For the failed job, I have an option to also clone the job and change the parameters if needed.